In this video, I want to share my story of how I started selling products, digital products online, basically. Alright, so this was I think 3 years ago, and I just finished from university, and that was the University of Benin. I was a fresh graduate, and basically I had nothing. Like I had nothing I was going to do. So I think I was at home for a couple of months, and then my dad suggested I went to Lagos with my dad. My dad was in Nigeria then, and he suggested that I get on and learn mechanic. Yeah, it was crazy. He actually said I should learn mechanic. So I actually did. I went to the place. I wasn't so excited about it. Telling a graduate he has to learn mechanic. That's a bit somehow. But anyhow, I decided not to oppose my dad because I had no money. So I had nothing to tell him that reason why I could not do it. So I got there, I met the man. The man told us the amount to register and told me to come. So I got home and I told my father, and he agreed. Okay, start the mechanic work next week. And then I was in correspondence with my friends, so they were all like into this internet marketing thing, and we had already bought a course on Facebook advertising, and I was like really in need to practice it, but I didn't have a digital product to sell. So I met a friend. I had a friend who back then she was into this hair importation stuff, and so she actually had just started. She imported her first set of hairs, and I told her, hey, let's team up together and we'll create a course. I'll run the advert because I just started learning about advertising, and you just when people pay, you teach them the knowledge because you have the knowledge, I don't. And she agreed. So we teamed up, and I remember that first day I spent 1,000 on ads, and it was I think the ad turned on by midnight, and I was scared. I don't think I've ever been that scared in my life. Now I know you're thinking, why is this guy scared of 1,000 naira? I was broke. There's no jokes. I was broke. I didn't have the money. 1,000 naira to me back then was a lot of money. So I was scared. I was like, oh god, let this thing not just like waste my money and not give results. So I couldn't sleep. I kid you not, I could not sleep. I was awake from 12 to like 5. I could not sleep. And I was just thinking about the ad constantly and wondering if this thing did not work, I have to start being a mechanic. And I did not want to be a mechanic. No offense to people who are mechanics, I'm not saying that's bad. I just say it wasn't something that I was really, really into. And luckily for me, it did work. It was a first try and it was a hit. So I basically spent 1,000 naira that day, and by the end of the day, we did. I think when we launched the training and all that, and people paid. We did profit of 65,000 naira. Yeah, awesome. It was awesome. So I did the first training, 65,000. We did again on that training, spent 1,000 naira. The next training, I think this time we did like maybe 60 or 50 something thousand. Can't remember the exact specific. I just remember that first one very well. And what I did was I told my dad I was traveling back to Benin because my mom stays in Benin. So I was like, I was only going to visit her for a while before I come back and then start the mechanic training. And that period I was at home. I stayed with my mom for like a week. I think I did like roughly over 100 or something K, like or so. And that was the deciding point for me. I was like, I'm never going back to Lagos to be a mechanic. I'm gonna do this thing full time. I make a whole lot of money. And so it's been 3 years now. I've been doing it. I've done but shy over 8 figures. I don't know the exact specific amount. I know I've crossed 10 million a while back. So it's like 8 figures. 7 figures is like a million to 9 million. So in case you don't know what 8 figures is, 8 figures is 10 million and above. And the goal right now is to actually get to 9 figures. But yeah, that's my story of how I started. I was terrified. I was broke. I was terrified, and somehow I scaled through successfully without being a mechanic. I hope this inspires someone. The whole point of me sharing this is hopefully to inspire someone to actually decide to take up a skill online. I don't know. It could be creating a course just the way I do. It could be other digital marketing skills. I don't know, but just take the step. It's scary. It's damn scary. I was scared. I was freaking scared. But it's worth it. Alright? So that's it. Catch you guys in the next video.